of us have experienced pain, setbacks, emotional trauma through divorce, loss, financial ruin, illness, and family crisis. Hi, I'm Cindy Shumaker, and I help people struggling with grief unpack and manage all their emotions with ease and grace. Now, my personal growth has felt brutally challenging at times, yet the transformational journey has had this magical feeling to it. I was recently reminded of this journey as I watched my husband, who raises beautiful monarch butterflies. The final emergence of the butterfly from the chrysalis was magical, but the entire process leading up to that looked brutal and painful. Letting those butterflies go, releasing them outside, and watching them soar into the air was so symbolic of how many of us go through life when we embrace the suffering and then relish in the blessings of our transformations. All of us have experienced pain, setbacks, emotional trauma through divorce, loss, financial ruin, illness, and family crisis. Many people find themselves stuck in the quicksand of emotional despair, suffering from heavy feelings of hopelessness and helplessness. Yet it seems like others emerge from the darkness, just like a single sunflower rising from the parched, cracked dirt, reaching for the sun, as if to say, I'm still standing. The answers to your healing lie in the darkness of your soul. It is there that you will discover that your emotional pain can define you. You can continue to suffer, or you can let it teach you something. It is through the understanding that life is always teaching you that you can find strength to continue to grow, to reach for the light and say, I'm still standing. And there are three major keys that can turn suffering into blessings that can be found inside each of us. And the first one is acceptance. The current situation is what it is. If you can't change it, then you have to accept the fact that it's out of your control. Your suffering will continue if you don't embrace this concept. Resisting something that we can't change leads to emotional suffering, and it is the biggest waste of time and energy. And that, of course, is your choice, acceptance or resistance. The next one is focus. The number one thing that impacts your state of mind is what you're focusing on. Are you focusing on things that you can't change, that are out of your control? Or are you focusing on taking responsibility for yourself and how you show up in this world? Instead of pointing fingers and blaming other people or circumstances for how you feel, turn your focus inward and decide how you're going to rise above it. You can't change it, and you can't change them, but you can change you. Stop reacting to life and start creating the life that you want. That is a choice of what you focus on. The next one is divorce your story. If you find yourself repeating something more than 3 times, it has become a pattern for you. If you are repeating a painful story that keeps you in that suffering arena, you're keeping it alive. And in some ways, your story may have become your badge of honor. You love to tell it to everybody. It's what you're proud of. Pay attention to what you're saying and how those words are showing up in your body, because the body is a servant to the mind. Stop living in the chemical residue of your past. Get hungry and take massive action to turn your suffering around. Change your perspective, change your story, change your life. Stories are just that, stories. What is the lesson or the blessing in your story? You are 100% responsible for your life and how you show up. No one is going to ride up on a horse and save you. You have to save yourself. Learn to master your emotions so they don't master you. And today is going to be a great day to start making these changes. Have patience with yourself, and remember, you're never alone. And if this information helps you, please share it with someone else who may need to hear it as well. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.